Okay, we're going to do part 2 of checking the area model for division. We're going to just do some old school long division here. The way we do that is we break it down step by step. First thing you want to do is, since this is a single digit here, we're going to see how many times 5 can go into 7 using a multiple. So I know that 5 times 1 is 5, and that can go into 7 only one time, because if I did 5 times 2, that would be 10, and that would be too big. So I know that 5 goes into 7 one time. So 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 1 is 5, and you're going to write that here, and you're going to subtract them. Always keep these aligned, so write the 1 over the 7. Okay, we're going to draw a line here. We're going to subtract these two. Okay, so 7 minus 5 is 2. The next step is to bring this number down. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and we're going to bring this 3 down right here. We don't touch any of the other numbers. So I'm going to bring this 3 down. Alright, and then I'm going to ask myself, how many times does 5 go into 23? Well, I know that 5 times 5 is 25. That's too big. I don't want to choose that. But I know that 5 times 4 is 20. So I'm going to go up here, and above the 3, I'm going to say 5, and I'm going to put a 4. I'm going to say 5 times 4 is 20. I'm going to write that down here. Alright, I'm going to draw a line underneath them all, and I'm going to subtract these two numbers. 23 minus 20 is 3. And this is repetitive. We're going to do the same step here every time. So now there's an 8 up here. I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to put that 8 in right here. So this is where the 8 goes. Okay, so this is 38 right here. Next, I ask myself, 5 times what gives me 38? Okay, 5 times 8 is 40. That's too big. So I'm going to go 5 times 7. That's 35. That's just right, because we're right under here. So 5 times 7, I'm going to write the 7 up here above the 8, making sure everything's staying aligned. So 7 times 5 is 35. I'm going to write that in. I'm going to draw a line and subtract them just like I've been doing. 38 minus 35 is 3. And lastly, I have to bring down the last number up here, which is a 4. Okay, so we're going to bring this 4 down, and this number is now 34. Same as the other steps. 5 times what will go into 34? Well, I know I did 5 times 7 before, and that gave me 35. That's too big. So now I need to do 5 times 6. 5 times 6, and I'll write that 6 in nicely above the 4. 5 times 6 is 30, so I'm going to write 30 here. I'm going to draw the line, subtract them, and I get 4. 34 minus 30 is 4. I don't have any other numbers to bring down, which means I'm done. So we designate this guy as the remainder. So, as I went through in the previous video, here's how you approach the remainder. There's 4 different ways to write the remainder out. So you would write 1,476 r equals 4, or you would write 1,476 r equals 4 over 5. Remember 5 being what you divided by. That's why it's on the bottom here. Or lastly, you could take 4 divided by 5 and get a decimal, and that would give you the decimal. And that's it for this one.